Hi, Taurus. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers. Always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask our spirit guides what is next in love, what is coming towards you, any energy around you that they want you to be aware of. So let's call in our guides now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you want me to hear today? What is it that you need me to know? I am listening for you now. I have a surprise, a romantic surprise on the horizon. Be open to them. Okay, so an unexpected surprise, somebody coming into your life, or how about you never thought that you'd be married, or you never thought you'd get married again, like maybe it wasn't on the radar screen, somebody coming into your life that you actually fall in love with and want to be with. So that may be what's going on. I have celebrate you, the love that you share with those that matter. So that looks like a wedding celebration. It looks like a toast, an engagement party. You could meet this person at some kind of a party, but it is the sense of celebrate this love. I'm going to say it that way, that we're happy. It's as simple as that. You make me happy, they're saying. I have charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So I feel like it's on both sides. I feel like this person, there's almost a sense of one side sweet and innocent, and the other one's like charming, like the charming prince, So I feel that, I don't know, a little bit of match made in heaven, something going on there. And I have a doorway opening. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to this new person. A shift in your energy guides me to you. So I feel like something that you did, you stepped out of your comfort zone, you tried new things, you joined something new, you went somewhere you don't normally go, and lo and behold, you end up meeting somebody that you never expected to meet. So I do feel like something is happening there. Long distance, love knows no distance. I'm going to say I will travel. I don't feel like it's a long distance relationship, but it could be somebody who I do have to travel to see you. I've got to get in a car. It takes me a half an hour, 45 minutes to see you. So it could be in your vicinity, but they definitely have to, put in a little effort to get there. Not crazy, but you know what? I'll do the trip back and forth. Don't worry about it. This person doesn't mind driving. There's something going on with that. Trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. So that's more of I have a hard time letting somebody in. And maybe we talk about that. Maybe in the early stages, we have to go through some trust issues, but we get over those. And I have individuality. Be wary of possessive partners and maintain your individuality. Don't lose yourself. Don't let somebody control you or tell you what to do. We all know that, you're strong. You're a Taurus. You're not going to let somebody tell you what to do. So let's see what the cards are saying. Celebrate this love is where we're starting. Let's see. That's a good start. I have an 8 of Cups. I have a Knight of Wands. I have a 2 of Wands. And I have a Hermit. This is coming into me as I have been walking a path alone, and it could be years. It could be I have been single for more years than I ever thought that I would be. And maybe I'm so used to it, but maybe I never thought that I would be single this long. It's been a long time since I found somebody, and that could be on your side or the other side. But I do feel like it's years, and there could be concern there with, changing. Yes, I want somebody in my life, but I'm so used to being alone at this point. So there could be some concerns there. I got to tell you, I think the attraction and the chemistry is really, really high. And you probably haven't felt that in a long time. So the attraction is the first thing that happens. It's like this boom. It's this instant attraction. And it could be the first person that you actually have given some thought to, that I would consider being in a relationship and giving up the life that I have been living and trying a relationship again, and being in a real relationship again. So this is the attraction, is kind of what hooks you. There's a little bit of a, you had me at a smile, there's a, all you had to do was smile. It's, I love your smile, and I love your eyes. And I just, there's just this kind of deep, eye gazing, maybe something like that. We can't stop smiling at each other. We're like goofy teenagers. So something is going on with that. That's cute. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a 9 of Cups and a 10 of Swords. This is more of a struggle. Like the 5 of Wands feels like I've been struggling with, am I ever going to be content? And maybe you've worked at finding happiness, and your person's been finding happiness just being alone. And a lot of people do that. It took me a long time to be content within myself. But am I going to fight this? Is kind of, am I making the right choice and the right decision? Or am I going to ruin what I've built? Am I going to be happy? Am I going to be happier with somebody? So I guess you won't know until you try, right? So I'm going to say, give it a try. You can always, if it's not working, you can always, be single and say, you know what, I liked my space. I like doing my own thing. You don't want to be with somebody, don't be with somebody just to be with somebody, because that isn't going to make you happy, right? Then you're with the wrong person, and that's even worse. I feel like it's your turn. Sometimes Spirit decides for us that you're ready. And this is your turn, your time, fate, destiny, right person, synchronicities, everything lining up. So this is a sense of when our eyes meet, I guess we just say to ourselves, you know what, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it a try this time. I kind of like this person. I'm not making any promises to them. I'm not making any promises even to myself, because I don't know where it's going to go. So I think that's a pretty good way to look at it. But the chemistry is there, and I'm happy that the chemistry is there, because I don't want to be with just anybody. I want to be with somebody I really like. This is probably going to come in out of nowhere. A little bit of a took you by surprise, caught you off guard. Definitely was not expecting to fall in love with somebody. They weren't expecting to fall in love with you. So I think that it's one of those love affairs and connections that it just happens. Okay. I wasn't expecting to fall so in love. I wasn't expecting to find you. It's just kind of one of those things where you look around and you go, how did this happen? How did we get here? And fate, destiny, timing, how does falling in love happen to anybody? But sometimes you just can't wrap your head around it. But I think it's going to happen kind of out of nowhere. I have business. Okay, maybe you guys work together in some capacity. Maybe you work in the business world together, or you are colleagues of some kind. You know, maybe it's appropriate. It doesn't matter. You work for different companies, but you collaborate, or you just happen to cross paths. But somehow you guys meet. It's like, boom, look at this light bulb going off. You know, I feel like maybe we have a lot in common. Maybe that's how we start talking. I want to roll the dice. I want to take a leap of faith with you. So this, you know, the fear of, am I really ready to change? You know, we kind of walk around and go, oh, I really want somebody in my life and I just can't meet anybody. But you have a good life. You have a great job. You have a beautiful home. You have friends. You kind of have your routine. You know, and then you really say, oh God, am I ready to really change everything in my life? What if it doesn't work out? What if it's worse than what I have now? You know, but it's a sense of, you've got to take the chance. You're not going to know until you put some time in. And if you're not happy, you're not happy. And then you go back. But if you're happy and you took the risk, you don't know what awaits you, right? It's the leap into the unknown. And I feel like this person says to you, hey, I have those same fears. I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know where we're going to end up, but I like you and I want to spend some time with you. And let's not think that far ahead. We don't have to think that far ahead right now. Let's just get this adventure started. You know, it's let the games begin. You know, it's a leap of faith. It's I think we both feel that. I feel like, okay, we have nothing to lose, is how I feel. Like, we like each other. A third party situation. You want to make sure you're not getting involved with anything. So that's the first thing, you know, especially if it's like a business connection. So you want to make sure, or any reason, but you want to make sure that there's nothing else going behind the scenes. So that would be the first thing. Like, what am I getting myself into here with this 10 of Swords? I mean, I don't want to be in love with somebody that it's not going to go anywhere. I can feel the magnetic pull. I can feel that it's really hard to resist this person. And again, it's a very high chemistry. So I can see where you are, you know, kind of surprised by it, because you're not attracted to that many people. Teamwork. There's something going on here with the business world. There's something going on here with connections of some kind. So maybe we know each other through, you know, business or work in some capacity. I have friendships, changing friends, spending time, meeting new people. Your circle of friends will change. And that's probably a good thing. You know, it's that opportunity to meet new family members and have new activities and, you know, other couples that you go out with. And, you know, your life does change. And, you know, but you do that slowly. It doesn't change overnight. So right now, they just want to spend some time with you. I have a 3 of Swords. You can't go into a relationship which everybody does. I don't want to get hurt. You know, I don't want to get hurt. You know, so what? You never are going to ever be in a relationship because of your fear of somebody breaking your heart. I mean, okay, then you also choose to not have the reward of being in a relationship or the reward of falling in love again. So that's your choice, but you can't enter into a relationship in a state of fear. You have to enter into a relationship with hope and optimism. And I'm excited about meeting and spending time with somebody new. I'm looking forward to my future. I'm just only looking ahead. I'm not thinking about the past and past hurts. I'm only thinking ahead. Good. I have a Knight of Wands. I'm really excited about this person. I think this person really turns you on, and you really I'm going to say you turn them on. Okay. You know, they're really turned on by you. and they want to spend time, whether it's your intellect, whether it's your looks, there's just the chemistry between you guys. But the way you're looking at each other, Spirit's saying, but they're definitely turned on by you. And, it's kind of sparking something. I have a high priestess. You're going to be guided. You're going to know, okay? Your inner voice is going to tell you that I'm only going to look ahead. I'm going to enjoy this energy. I'm going to enjoy this person checking me out. I'm going to enjoy this person, wanting to be with me. It feels amazing. All right, let's get some loving messages. Spirit, tell me what it is you need me to hear. Let's see. I'm hoping and praying you feel the same way. How about, I really hope this moves forward, and I hope it works. I mean, that's okay to hope for. We don't go down the path of I don't want a broken heart, but I really hope it works out is something that you can, say out loud. And I really hope this is the one. I can't get you out of my head. I think that that's something going on. I would say that this Knight of Wands would be saying to themselves, you really turn me on. You're really hot. I think you're sexy. I think you're hot. Whatever it is they're saying, it probably feels good to have somebody that attracted to you, complimenting you and making you feel good about yourself and telling you you're beautiful or handsome or sexy, anything. I need you here with me. So that felt like a little bit of a nighttime rendezvous. It was like, hey, what are you doing? You want to come over? A little bit of a tease there, I guess. But it felt like I really want you to come over. You give me butterflies. I'm excited. I definitely feel like your smile is key to this connection. I melt every time I see your smile. I feel like, you had them at smile. I mean, the first time you smiled at them, poof, they were done in. You had them, hooked. So your smile's big. Your smile is what hooked them. So they love that. They love that you are happy. They love that you're optimistic. They love that you're a happy soul. They love that they can make you laugh. Spirit just said. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think you should just celebrate this love and get ready for a leap of faith and see where it goes. And trust, Spirit just said. So let's put this out there. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. I appreciate them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com, and check out my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel, and the links are in the description below. Let's put this out into the universe now, and we'll see you all again real soon.